point captures and a control. Interesting. Interesting.
Interesting, and yeah, and it looks like the teams are already starting. We're gonna be on them.
They literally just started with. All right.
Yeah, I gave the go.
All right. Well, we'll hop into that bad boy and see how this game's gonna break down. As let's see, what are the sides currently? We have IDDQD on the attack with Internet Hulk, Coco, Chips Hygiene, Ploopy, Pluppy. I mean Taimu. It's so difficult for me. And Never Give Up on the side of Project X. Cooler, Cass, Rel, Pavel, Shadow, and Latromi.
And Latromi on Soldier 76, as we saw in the previous games. In defense, he's going to be on that balcony trying to basically kill everything from afar. He showed a pretty solid aim in the last game, so we'll see how things go. And Pluppy on his Genji might actually be a problem for them, because in the previous game we didn't see any Genji during the semi-final between Project X and Fierce Badman. So we'll see how Project X handles Pluppy. As we know, he's probably the scariest player in IDDQD right now. We'll see how things will go. The Zenji can be a problem.
Yeah. Oh, people in chat are blaming me for the music, but you all enjoyed it. You know you did. You're going to enjoy this grand finals even more, as here we go. We're kicking it off the first map. Best of 5. Remember, there's a hero limit of 1, and kill cams are disabled, so you cannot actually see how you died or what happened within a couple seconds before and after that, that moment in time. Pluppy, we're making his way through here into the lower room. His team will be going into the higher ground. It's actually forming a little bit of a distraction for him. Doing a little bit of a wiener spray. Yeah,
the wiener spray. It seems a lot of pros like this spray. The sausage spray, a very, very classical spray among the pro scene. So we'll see Pluppy. He spotted Lucio and Zenyatta as well.
He's screwed.
He's probably gonna go for Zenyatta, but he's been spotted, and Zenyatta is retreating, but nice! Gets wrecked by Zenyatta there. Really nice play from Rel, and it looks like, though, the attacking team is gonna have some troubles going there.
Yeah, I think he got a nice headshot off onto Pluppy. Took him down, but still the rest of his team is here to depend on. And, well, that will be a death at a time who getting taken down by Cooler. But they still have their 2 tanks. Well, instead of 2 tanks, just one Internet Hulk going straight against Cooler, using his shield to his advantage, takes him down. The point is almost captured. It's up to Rel to defend, and Rel will do just that. But Pluppy's back already. He's only got Shadow to actually compete up against, and Chips finally able to help out with Never Give Up as well. And the point, I would assume, is going to be captured relatively soon, but they're throwing everything they have to just delay as long as possible.
It was a very close call for the defense here, and they don't have a Symmetra. That's an interesting point. We usually see Symmetra being picked instantly by the defending team here, but for Project X, no Symmetra whatsoever, so they're just gonna try to hold the point just by their pure skill.
It's very difficult to do, especially against a team of IDDQD's caliber.
Yep.
But let's see, Cassie's been in a really, actually, he was in this position in the last game against Phil's Badman.
Yeah, but
was able to pull off quite a awesome Death Blossoms. But under him, they've already run straight into the point yet again. It's actually almost taken. He's right behind Coco, but who's the focus target he's going to go for?
Yeah, and he gets taken out by Taimu instantly, and it looks like IDDQD are gonna secure this first objective quite quickly after an initial push being repelled really, really close, but they managed to get the point on the second push, and it looks like the time is pretty in favor of IDDQD for now. I don't know what time you're...
1:55.
1:55, that's pretty quick. That's pretty quick. And Project X are gonna have to be very creative to repel IDDQD for this second part of the map.
Alright, so I got the time there on the screen for you guys at home who want to be able to see that one. Cass in still a really precarious position. It's got to be very careful.
Gonna switch to Pluppy here, and it's Sushi time. I'm gonna try to kill anyone inside. The Reinhardt manages to do the Earth Shatter, but it's not gonna do much. And Taimu getting a triple kill here, and the defending team is just completely out of position. Everyone is dying, and there's just no way to stop IDDQD for now.
Yeah, this is going to just be a slaughter, and you can already see it's just 3 men pushed up while 3 men are sitting on the payload, and they're feeling that confident without even a support up here to do work. Taimu's going to take down Relcast, will eventually return the favor, though, taking him. But now it's just him up against the giant ragey monkey. Just going to pop the Wraith Walk to buy a little bit more time and some back for his team, as Hulk just doesn't care. He wants to be aggressive, continue to push back in. He's able to escape as well with the help of his jump, and the payload has reached the next point.
Yeah, next checkpoint is taken by IDDQD. Currently unstoppable. It looks like the defending team is just completely under pressure for the whole time during this game, and it doesn't look like they are finding the solution against that team. The team comp is just too strong. The Bro Shield going up from DNR Shadow, but it looks like it's still very, very hard for the defending team. Although they managed to pick 2 kills right there, and the Death Blossom from Cass not really dealing any damage thanks to Ship's Haran. Transcendence really healing everyone. Also Pavel's shield. No, Pavel's gonna go down, but the other shatter from Coco, really nice one, and they're just gonna kill everyone.
Yeah, at the moment it looks like Project X is finally able to win out in a fight. Just somehow an ultimate comes on at the right time. They're able to hit so many people with it. The payload, it was hindered for a couple of seconds there, but it's back on the push. It's back looking for that finish line. And the entirety of IDDQD is up. Pluppy, Taimu, and Never Give Up all have ultimates available. This is going to be so damn hard and so difficult to actually maintain here as Pluppy's already able to pick up 1 kill, pops the Dragon Blade, goes straight in for some sushi. I don't know why I said that, but goes for another kill or 2. Will eventually pick up 2 more, and the payload is just not being stopped. Cass is just trying to hop on the payload to buy as much time as he possibly can, but Hulk is just going to smack him out of the way, and that is going to be it. At 4 minutes and 25 seconds, they have finished the first map of Numbani.
Yeah, I guess we can say it was pretty one-sided. It was very, very difficult for Project X. IDDQD was just too strong, and oh, I love this play of the game animation from Internet Hawk. Looking very classy. Winston, Safari Winston, best skin for Winston actually. And yeah, play of the game for Winston. Not something you see that often, especially when Pluppy is playing.
Yeah, you don't really see it at all, but credit to them. Credit to him to be able to play at the level that, you know what, they sure as hell were able to make it work. So, the work is now cut out. They know the times that they have to go up against, that they have to beat. 1:55 seconds for that first checkpoint, 3:09 for the second, and then a grand final time finish of 4:25. That's, let's just say, the best of teams even struggle to do that.
Yeah, it's going to be really difficult. Numbani is such a long map, and it's the first points. The first point is such a difficult one to capture. If you have a good positioning with your defending team, it's really hard. You are on the high ground. The flankers are really... They really have a hard time most of the time, especially when there's a Symmetra. Their mission is basically to kill the teleporter. I'm guessing we're going to see a Symmetra coming from IDDQD in defense. That's what they always do. That's like a very standard pick, and I'm guessing they're going to go for it. And Pluppy is actually going to play some Junkrat again, I'm guessing.
You know, why not? As you guys can see on the overlay, 1:55 the first checkpoint, 3:09 the second, and the finish time was 4:25. Remember, gold is the win condition. We might get into a little bit more of those a little bit later on, just so you can see how it kind of works out. But those are the times, and that is a daunting task for Project X. But we've seen some good plays out of them so far today. But they're up against a monster of a team. The hands down best team in Europe at the moment. Melty can't touch them. Reunited could barely touch them, going to a 3-2 best of 5, which, I mean, you would say that was fairly close. But then just yesterday alone, in the Go2 Gamers EU number 5 tournament, they did lose 3-0.
Oh yes, yes, please, Bastion hype, everyone. We're gonna see some Bastion coming from Taimu, and I'm really curious to see what he's gonna do with it. I'm guessing he's probably gonna go to the ledge here, or the balcony here, or this one. It's an interesting choice. Very often we saw teams trying to play Bastion after the nerf. Didn't work out really well, and they just didn't manage to make it work. But he's gonna be here. That's so cheesy, but that's actually pretty interesting because he's gonna be able to cover the road, the main street, and also this entry. So I'm very curious to see how IDDQD are gonna make this work.
You know, Coco, I wouldn't be surprised. I would leave it up to them to make something like that work. You could probably give them the most like stupid compositions ever, and they can somehow find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
Like first team to use Junkrat in a real competitive sense. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the second half of our first map of the finals between IDDQD and Project X. The map is Numbani. The time is up on the board for you guys, and we actually have seen the Bastion played by Taimu. He switched positions.
He switched position. Actually, maybe he didn't feel comfortable being there. He's not going to be with Reinhardt, although we see a lot of good synergy between Reinhardt and Bastion. He can just protect him when he dish out the damage, but it looks like it's just going to be here and just basically picking up kills that can be easily made. And here you go, Bastion just making... He's just getting everyone. He just did a triple kill right off the bat. That was amazing, but now the attacking team, no, Bastion is out.
What? He just took out Rel.
What the hell? It just killed Zenyatta just like that.
Oh no. He's got maybe a little bit too deep here, ladies and gentlemen.
He's a bit greedy, I think. But that's very interesting to see. And good thing to note is that actually the assault mode got a bit of an up in the last patch. The weapon is more precise.
Yeah, the spray isn't as wild and crazy.
Yeah.
Then again, it's just a counter, well, how less tanky you are in that Sentry form. But, oh my god, he's really... How can you do that? How can you
It's not
know
allowed.
the team is coming from there and not watch your ass?
It's not allowed. Let's see for the attacking team how things are going right now. They're trying to find a solution, but it looks like they're super scared of this Bastion. It has now a very psychological impact on there. They're like, no way we can show like that. We have to kill the Bastion, and we have to find a way to just get rid of him. And there's a Symmetra teleporter right now. IDDQD looking extremely strong. I don't know how Project X can pull that off.
Well, I can tell you this, we're a minute and 41 seconds in, so that does mean they are not going to capture this first point quicker than their opponents, but they still have the opportunity to finish the game, though time is quickly running out. And now, Taimu, he's been Discord, so they know exactly where Bastion's going to be. This kind of just blows the entire surprise factor that he can offer his team, but he's got ult up, he's got his Reinhardt there, played by Coco to protect him.
Yeah,
and he's just buying time.
Yeah, they're just buying times, and I'm pretty sure Project X are just completely scared of this Bastion. They just don't want to deal with him, and it looks like they're gonna have a push, but the ultimate is being used, and the Mr. Winston's gonna be difficult for him to do any damage thanks to that dome, and nice pick up from Coco there. Whoa, that was pretty
It's a great
hard.
180 by Coco to actually block the Earth Shatter. I mean, to be fair, it would have hit maybe one person, but
still.
Yeah, it was enough to actually keep his team alive. And that just shows how good individually a lot of the players of IDDQD are and how well they're playing together as a team, synergy-wise. You even saw Internet Hulk putting some turrets, some sentry turrets up pretty damn far in the enemy team's path.
Yeah, interesting choice here. Usually you see that in the beginning of the game just to charge up the ultimate faster. You know the turrets are going to get destroyed, but you still get the damage. And it looks like Ploppy is going to get... poor Winston getting trapped here and going to get a lot of damage. Ploppy is just kiting him. He's the duel between Junkrat and Winston is actually going completely far. Are they going to stop someday? And it looks like Ploppy survives.
Gets the kill. He'll stop when he eventually picks up. But you can see.
And Ploppy gets the kill.
Oh, God. I mean, the worst part is that you saw Latrome get stuck outside of his shield by the trap, and that allowed a lot of free damage. It forced the ultimate out of him. It did keep Ploppy out of the fight, yes, but you weren't able to kill Internet Hulk on Symmetra. You weren't able to take down Chips Hygiene either on Zenyatta.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, well, the whole point of pushing him out, the whole point of pushing him out was so you have a little bit of a better fight, but it didn't matter. It just did not matter.
Exactly, and again, Taimu getting a kill, but he got taken out by the enemy team. I think he was a bit greedy there, because the Bastion dying here is pretty unusual. I don't know what happened there, but that was definitely weird. And it looks like it's gonna be a very, very strong push, and didn't manage to get a single kill, but Ploppy is still on the higher ground doing some damage.
Well, they're capping the point. They're in some pretty good progress here. Ploppy's in a really rough spot here. Transcend's gonna be coming in just to keep the team alive as reinforcements have come in. Internet Hulk, Coco, both on the point directly, have defended it. And it looks like Project X are just kind of confused on what to do. They're turning around to the backside to deal with someone, and at the same time, Bastion, Taimu, doesn't want to let Rel go. He's going to chase this one down. And with only 40 seconds left, and we're already 4 minutes and 20 seconds into this one, there's absolutely no way as we're going to cross the 4:25 marker, and that will be IDDQD with the 1-0 lead.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy about that Bastion. Was really entertaining to see, and it's kind of like hard for Project X right now. They are just keeping them from going out of their spawn. So yeah, a pretty one-sided match so far. Yeah, must be hard for Project X right now.
Yeah, they'll be a little bit frustrated as I know some of them can be, but
5 seconds, and I think no one is on the point. Yeah,
it doesn't even matter. We're past 4:25. There's physically no way for them to win anymore. It's over. Project X have lost out in the first map, and IDDQD have the 1-0 lead in the best of 5.
Yeah, very convincing stuff. So, people, Bastion is not bad. Bastion is just... You can make it work. You just have to believe. You gotta believe, just like Lucio says.
Oh,
and
this is the beginning.
This is the beginning. The element of surprise was kind of part of it, I think. I think
he did like over 2,000 damage just off the get-go there. Just something ridiculous. But yeah, so that was just the first map. But guys, we have probably the most interesting pool we've seen yet in a tournament here of 5.